Hello, and welcome back to TRWOW Season 4 Round 5 results. Unlike Epsilon's TRWOW All-Stars or A-Sharp TRWOW, these video results are not as high quality, but I hope you'll bear with me. Since these results are in video form, I may as well give this video a title. So this title is If I Don't Live, I'll Cry 100,000 Tears by Rhyme. Anyway, let's get right into the round. Last round's prompt was: The Purge Kids Edition has begun. For the next week, all criminal activity will be legal to children aged 13 and below. Laws still apply to adults. As an adult, what do you do to survive the Purge Kids Edition? Out of the 14 contestants who responded to this prompt, 10 will survive and become alumni, while the winner will get a triple response prize. That's right, alumni will have universal DRPs. That means the 4 contestants who place the lowest will be eliminated, unable to continue participating in TRWOW Season 4. Well, let's get right into it, shall we? We'll be revealing contestants in the order they placed last time. So first up is our winner of Round 4, Normal Ben. Normal Ben said, teach them about Purge accessories, arts and crafts, keeping them distracted, you make your getaway. It's a pretty good response. Instead of avoiding the kids or taking them down, you're actually working with them for a moment, and yeah. Then fleeing. Let's see how Normal Ben did. (66.67%). A fantastic way to start. Is your frontrunner arc about to begin? Let's see if that's the case. Next up is McConnacroft. McConnacroft's better scoring response was, I'll take up shelter with a goat farmer. They have experience dealing with kids. Now, actually, if you were in the Super Voter Reviews channel, you'll notice that I personally didn't get this response. The joke was that a young goat is called kids. But once I get it now, it's not a bad pun. Let's see how the voters rated it. (53.54%). Not bad. A score above average, or 50%, is more likely to score you safety than not, but I wouldn't hedge my bets yet, seeing as 4 contestants are being eliminated this round. Next up is Arnoob. Abolish children's menus in restaurants. Eating nutrition, they'll look elsewhere. I like this angle. Though, when no laws are in place, don't you think the kids would steal and eat all those favorite snacks? I think that's another approach you could have taken with this food-related response, but it's a really good response still. One of my favorites this round, actually. Let's see how it places. (57.41%). It seems like those who were doing well last round are repeating their streak this round. No scores below 50% yet. Will Reed keep that up? Reed said, impersonate an ugly toy. Kids, disgusted by my mere presence, steer clear from me. This is another response I like. Not much to say about it except it's really solid, and the wording is executed brilliantly. Let's see how well Reed scored. (50.83%). Just above average, but not a bad score. By the way, standard deviation is as normal. Left means low standard deviation, and right means high standard deviation. Since we've placed 4 contestants now, and you only need to beat 4 people to be safe, the safe zone has appeared. Place above Normal Ben's score of 66.67%, and you'll be instantly declared safe. Up next is last round's 5th placer, Daybloom Crow, or Jane. Jane said, algebraic security. Access is granted through equations. Solving for x, what's 2x plus 3/5 plus 7 equals 3x plus 12 over 3? If you actually evaluate this equation, it comes out to 2 and 3/5, I believe. I feel like this response is not phrased to fit the meta, that's for sure. As much as I hate to talk about the TRWOW meta, this is certainly an interesting word combination to use. And I do think there's a few redundancies, like 12 over 3 should have been 4. But it's a really unique response. Let's see how it does. (55.10%). With that, normal Ben is declared safe. Congrats! Jane looks like she's in a pretty good position, with an above average score that's already beaten 2 people, but we'll have to see how the scores progress. Up next is Epsilon, if I can spell it right. Epsilon said, "Become nocturnal. You can safely get important supplies after 9 p.m. It's past their bedtime." I remember when I was young that everyone always bragged about going to sleep later. But I think these over-enthusiastic 13-year-olds would probably get tired before 9 p.m. So even if there were no laws, they would probably fall asleep that quickly. Let's see what the voters thought. (60.75%). With that, Epsilon is instantly thrust into safety and Alumni. Congrats! Up next is Quartz. Quartz said, "Disguised as a Drifloon. After remembering its Pokédex entry, kids scram in fear of being kidnapped." Now this response required a bit of a reference to get, and here it is. From Drifloon's Generation 7 Pokemon Dex entry, stories go that it grabs the hand of small children and drags them away to the afterlife. It dislikes heavy children. Definitely a really dark Pokédex entry, especially for a kid's game. But as a Pokemon fan, I like this response and hope it does well. Let's see if the voters agreed. With a score of 50.54%, that's the lowest so far, which is kind of surprising to say, given that it's above a half. It's just below Reed, but nevertheless, that means Arnoob is thrusted into safety. Congrats. Next up is An Artichoke. Artie said, "Dino Nugget bribes. Children tear each other to pieces for prehistoric shaped poultry." I like what this response was going for. You're mentioning Dino Nuggets at the first word and at the final word. So you're really getting the viewers to understand this. Although, I think it is a bit, how do I say this? Worded a bit verbosely. I don't know. Prehistoric shaped is not exactly a common word in the English language. Let's see what the voters thought. Ooh, with a score of 44.42%, you're our lowest placing contestant so far. Remember, only 6 contestants have left to place. So, you better be worried, Artie. In other news, Jane is safe. We're nearing the end. Also, remember, only 1 contestant will be prizing this round. So Normal Ben looks like he's in the contention for that spot right now. If you beat Normal Ben, you will get a prize. Well, if you beat Normal Ben and everyone else at least. Next up is Funo. Funo said, driving test with faulty ride-on cars. Set the beginning location near a cliff. Bales. What? I'm not sure what car a 13-year-old will be driving, but I can see them definitely wanting to drive in an anarchy zone. I don't have much to say about this response, but I do like the conversation part at the end and the action of bailing. Let's see how Funo does. Ooh, with a score of 38.87%, you're getting into dicey territory there. In other news, Mechanicroft is safe. Mechanicroft is safe. Only 5 contestants left to place. Funo and Artie, you better hope most of these contestants place below you. Up next is our frontrunner, Evrion. She said, he knows if you've been bad or good, even without convictions. To get PS5s, don't end our lives. As someone in Supervoter's review said, I do like the jingle that this response has. It's a really unique concept and really unique wording that no other response has this round, or in fact, this whole TRWOW we've seen. Anyways, is everyone about to redeem her front-running streak? Let's see. Okay, with a score of 50.36%, you're on the same bar as Quartz and Reed at the 50% mark. Although you have a very high standard deviation with 36%. That's actually the most controversial response this round, including DRPs and dummies. With only 4 contestants left to place, that means a danger zone has appeared. This color. If you place below Funo, you are instantly eliminated. In other news, Reed is safe. The first battle of this round will be between Lateworm 41, one of our near front runners, and Funo. Lateworm said, move next to a rumored haunted house. Kids recklessly trespass there, ignoring its neighbors. I like it. It's kind of got that hide in plain sight charm. Will it be Lateworm or Funo who gets eliminated? Let's find out. And with a score of 51.50%, Lateworm 41 is safe into Alumni. That unfortunately means Funo is the first victim of this Alumni round. I'm sorry, Funo, but your journey ends here. The Death Zone moves up to be right below an Artichoke. Also, Lateworm, your response was... I'm checking the leaderboard right now. The least controversial response, ignoring dummies and DRPs. We'll get to that later. Third last is Rhyme, who said, stay in pajamas with ketchup while sleeping in. Kids thinking you're a bloody corpse. Ignore you. I don't have much to say that hasn't already been said. This is a very solid response, and I mean, ketchup is blood is a common movie trope. I like it. Let's see if the voters did the same. It's Rhyme versus an Artichoke. Let's go. Wow, the voters really enjoyed it. With a score of 61.07%, you're currently in second place. That automatically puts you in safety, what means we have to sadly say goodbye to Ann Artichoke. You know what this means? Pie Dude is next, and it's between Pie Dude, the efficiency champion, and Evrion, the front runner, the 9th alumni spot. It can't get more exciting than this. Pie Dude said, "Children's inferior physical capabilities lead to stunning victories, all justified by self-defense." Out of all of the responses this round, this one and Funo's are probably the closest to actually committing a crime. But I don't know if voters minded that or not. After all, the all laws still apply to adults thing was a minor part of the prompt. It's the efficiency champion versus the front-running queen. Who will take it? And the survivor is... Youch! With a score of 19.76%, it was clear from the beginning of voting that this response was not going to survive. I'm sorry, Free Pie Dude, but the efficiency curse caught up to you. However, everyone isn't safe yet. In fact, this puts Quartz into safety, as Quartz placed 0.2% above Evrion. Last up is Leia Leopardson. She said, "Emulating cloudy with a chance of meatballs food weather. Hungry kids are too engulfed to find me." Oh, that's a classic movie. I love Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. In fact, I tried to find that island under the A of the Atlantic Ocean once, and obviously I couldn't find it. As you can see, if I was a voter, I'd probably rank this response high, but I'm not. Luckily, over 15 people voted on responses this round, so results should be accurate. Who will it be, the procrastinating legend or the front-running queen? One of them will make alumni, and one of them will fall just short. Let's bring Leia down. It's getting down to the wire. And the survivor is... Evrion. I'm sorry, Leah, but with a score of only 44.42%, that wasn't enough to save you this round. Evrion becomes our final alumni. Some surprising fact considering she's the frontrunner. And Leah, I'm sorry, but your procrastination has finally caught up to you with this round. Goodbye, and I hope you had a fun time in this TRWOW. Let's check the leaderboard. Oh, but first, why don't we rank all those dummies? The first dummy I received was... Fordyce's, I believe? Fordyce said, "Kidnap them. Nobody would bat an eye, and it's been 27 years since the last time." Now, because I don't have a book for dummies, I'll just be using the cell highlight function to go down. Let's go. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Fordyce placed at a score of 15.90%. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it seems that not enough people got the It reference? I don't know, I've never watched the movie. Up next is Sicto. Sicto said, "Move to a rich neighborhood, encounter totally painless financial crimes. Rich kids commit bribery." This was actually top 3 for my favorite responses this round, but I heard that the wording was quite clunky because of the 3 exclamation points. Let's see where Sicto placed. I don't know why I'm doing these reveals. Sicto placed at 41.56% over here. It's actually in the red zone, which is surprising. I would have voted this up if I was a voter. The second last dummy to reveal is Verigold's. Verigold said, pull classic kid tricks on them. 3 adults in a trench coat pretend to be a kid. This response is one of the most creative this round. And voters seem to agree, seeing that it got 60.86%, just above Epsilon. Shame that you died last round. I'm sure you would have had a good run. Lastly is me. TR. I said, I'm a doctor. Crafting used needles into a shield, kids' fear of injections keep them away. And you know what they say? Well, you know what I say. TR always wins. I'm gonna place myself here, because I had the least controversial response this round, and the highest scoring. So, not a bad feat if I do say so myself. Host victory for the win. Let's see the leaderboard. Oh, I didn't actually update the colors, but I should do that. Mechonis Craft's dummy didn't do too bad, but if you actually look at this region, you'll see that 4 people placed in the 50% range, which I find astounding. Normal Ben's dummy, however, did not do so well. I mean, they're DRP. So you can see Sicto didn't do well either, and Fordyce, well, I needn't mention them. Well, that's it. That's our 10 alumni. Normal Ben, Rhyme, Epsilon, Arnoob, Dave Bloom Crow, Mechanicraft, Lamer 41 Reed, Quartz, and Evrion. Hope you enjoyed these low quality video results, and I'll see you in the next round. Thank you, goodbye, and good luck.